An alien chip in Bonaparte's skull, Napoleon Bonaparte. In Paris, scientists examined the remains of Napoleon Bonaparte, and they're in deep trouble after discovering a tiny half-inch microchip embedded in his skull. Since there was no such technological possibility in his time, Dr. André Dubois does not hesitate to declare in a French medical journal that it is an alien implant and therefore that the French emperor was once abducted by a UFO. Until now, all indications have been that the victims of alien abduction were ordinary people who played no role in the world events, and we now have overwhelming evidence, it appears, that extraterrestrials have acted in the past to influence human history and may continue to do so, he stated. Well, we know, for example, I've many times posted videos concerning what Alexander the Great of 330 BC did. He went into the Taklamakan Desert of China. He lost a third of his warriors there, over 10,000 warriors. He had to go there because, from what his chroniclers wrote, he was to meet an Atlantean extraterrestrial that would land there with his UFO to give him a very advanced technical weapon, something like the lightning rod of Zeus. And with that, he was supposed to find, should we say, eternal life, something like that. Now, until now, all indications here concerning Napoleon have been that the victims of alien abduction were ordinary people who played no role in events. Dr. Dubois made this amazing revelation while examining Napoleon's skeleton after his exhumation for a $140,000 grant from the French government. The purpose of the investigation was to determine if Napoleon suffered from a pituitary disorder that contributed to his short stature. There was bone growth around the chip. From the extent of bone growth around the chip, the experts believe the implant was made when Bonaparte was young. Napoleon disappeared from our site for a period of several days. July 1794, when he was 25 years old. He later claimed to have been a prisoner during the Thermidorian coup, but no record of the arrest exists. So the writer says, I believe that's when the abduction took place. From that moment on, Napoleon's rise was rapid, but the following year he had been placed in charge of the French army in Italy. Miraculously, he was able to turn starving French troops into an unprecedented fighting force and crush the Italians. In 1804, after a series of impressive victories, he was crowned Emperor of France, and his empire soon expanded to include what are now Germany and Austria, as well as Switzerland, Italy, and Denmark. Napoleon used military strategies that were hundreds of years ahead of his time, Dr. Dubois said. Perhaps the implant enhanced his abilities in some way. The implant could also explain Napoleon's well-known habit of having his hand over his heart. It's possible that the implanted device was affecting the electrical signals from the brain to his heart. Well, here we go. The publication, which has slowly started to make the rounds around the world, seems very convincing. However, there are some details that seem to question it. A, the date of the incident is not mentioned. B, the French medical journal is not mentioned. C, there is no corresponding official reference since it was supposedly published in a journal. D, Dr. André Dubois appears to be a non-existent person, as this name has no corresponding status, and no matter how you Google it. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.